I only provided ancient laborers with unlimited white porridge and pickled mustard greens. Plus, they had to work a full 8 hours a day before resting. I even made them wait until the weekend to eat braised meat. I originally thought the workers would revolt, but on the very first day, they couldn't sit still. Is this our last meal? By the third day, the workers fell into a panic. Does His Excellency intend to mistreat us servants? It wasn't until the 7th day that all the workers came before me. Excellency, whoever you want dealt with, we will help you fix them. Our lives belong to you. After lasting a month, for some reason, the workers donated a yellow robe embroidered with dragon trim to me. I looked at the dragon robe in my hands and fell into deep thought. I am absolutely loyal to this nation. Absolutely no double-heartedness. 2 years ago, I traveled through time to become a county magistrate in an ancient borderland. At the same time, I awakened the strongest material system. I thought with the system in hand, I would quickly reach the peak of life. Unexpectedly, the system initially only gave me infinite rice, pickled mustard greens, and Yunnan bayao. But this reminded me of a post I once saw. If you only gave ancient laborers white porridge and pickles, would they rebel? Most netizens replied no. Some even joked, as long as the porridge and pickles are filling, if the porridge is thicker and the pickles have a bit of sesame oil, don't just talk about labor. Even if you made them build the Great Wall all the way to Europe, they wouldn't utter a single complaint. Thinking like this as I walked, a laborer servant beside me pointed into the distance at a small, low city and spoke. I looked at the crumbling city walls before me and couldn't help but frown. It seems being this magistrate won't be easy. As soon as I entered the city, a woman with a scarred face and 3 missing fingers knelt before me begging. With this woman leading the way, the begging began. Others also stepped forward to block my path, kneeling to beg for a morsel of food. Just as I was about to take some grain from the carriage to give to these disabled people, a voice rang out from the crowd. Mid-conversation, a man stepped out. The saber at his waist was very eye-catching. I asked curiously, "Are you their leader? What is your name?" The man with the saber gave a self-mocking laugh. "I am no leader. They are just afraid of this rusty blade in my hand. Since the nobleman is here, please give some grain to us cripples." I reached behind the carriage and took out 2 bags of rice and walked towards the man. I see that although these people are disabled, they maintain some order. This must be your credit. Here are 2 bags of grain. Take them and share them with everyone. The man didn't expect me to personally hand such precious grain to him. This gesture made him feel immense respect. After receiving the grain, the surrounding crowd immediately erupted in endless thanks. The man weighed the bags. Being sensitive to weight, he knew these were at least 30 to 40 catties, enough for them to eat sparingly for 2 meals. The man took the bags and gave them to the first woman who blocked my carriage. "Go share this with everyone." But the woman froze the moment she opened a bag. "Brother Wu, this is polished white rice." "What did you say?" Wu thought he misheard. The woman held the bag up for him to see clearly. The next second, the man stood frozen on the spot, looking at the sparkling white grains, then looked at his filthy black hands. Fearing he would soil the food, he hurriedly pulled his hands back. Wu asked in disbelief, "Excellency, is this white rice really a reward for us?" I nodded indifferently and spoke loudly to the crowd. "I am the new magistrate of this county, Chu Yi. Starting tomorrow, the Yamen will open the granary to distribute grain and relieve the refugees." As these words fell, the crowd roared like a crashing sea. In this distant borderland, I signaled for silence and asked Wu, "What is your full name? Can you lead me to the county Yamen?" The man replied excitedly, "This lowly one's surname is Wu, the 6th child in the family, so everyone calls me Wu Lao Lu." I nodded. "Wu Lao Lu, lead the way." The deeper we went into the city, the more horrified I became. The path was lined with collapsed houses and ruins. Most citizens still had their limbs, unlike those outside, but their eyes held no spark of hope.
Perhaps noticing this, Wu shouted to the citizens, "The court has not abandoned us. Our new magistrate has arrived to save us." At his words, their dull eyes seemed to be lit by something, emitting a burning light. After a while, we arrived at a building with one side collapsed. Wu called out, "Old Kenny, the court has sent the magistrate." Soon, a middle-aged man in a tattered constable's uniform ran out. Constable Chen ran excitedly to Wu. "What did you just say? The court sent a new magistrate?" Wu pointed to me. "This, Excellency, is our new magistrate of Piangling." Chen Yang saw me and hurriedly knelt at my feet, sobbing, "Excellency, you are finally here. The court has not forgotten the people of Piangling." I hurried to help Chen Yang up and asked about the situation. Piangling was remote. 6 months ago, it had 800 households and 5,000 people. After the war, not even 2,000 remained. The previous magistrate and his secretary, being of stubborn integrity, refused to surrender and were beheaded by the barbarians. Their heads hung on poles. Hearing this, I felt a chill from my neck up. Chen Yang asked, "Excellency, when will the army and relief grain arrive?" Through my predecessor's memories, I knew the Chen country was rotten to the core, especially under the corrupt minister Ran Song. As for the aid, it had been 6 months with no sign. Clearly, none was coming. I snorted and shattered their illusions. It's been half a year, and those dog officers in court haven't sent a single soldier. Do you still dream of such fantasies? My voice wasn't loud, but the people heard. Their light vanished instantly. Seeing the time was ripe, I shouted, "I cannot bear to see your misery. Fortunately, I, Chu Yi, have some family wealth. The grain I purchased will arrive tonight. Tomorrow at noon, we officially distribute relief." The dispersing crowd gathered again. I continued, "But to drink the porridge, you must work. The city walls are ruined and cannot stop bandits. From now until tomorrow morning, we begin reinforcing the defenses. Men, women, young or old, as long as you contribute, you can drink your fill at noon." The people didn't object to the work, they actually supported it. They only doubted if I could actually provide the grain. I said, "Constable Chen, statistically record the population, categorize by gender, age, and especially those with literacy or crafts." I then led them into the yamen. Inside, I asked, "Where is the county granary?" Chen was stunned. "Does Excellency wish to use the granary? It was emptied by the northern slaves months ago." I shook my head. "Did you not hear me? My grain arrives tonight. We need a place to store it. Find some sturdy locks. The transporters will find me. From now on, I am the master of this county." After investigating all afternoon, I had a basic grasp of Piangling. I originally thought I'd lead the poor to revolt against landlords, but after a tour, I realized there were no rich people left. Anyone with a bit of wealth had already fled with their families. This situation in Piangling made me realize why the system provided me with infinite rice and pickled mustard greens. Without that backing, being the magistrate here would truly be a hell mode start. Early the next morning, I led the laborers and all the yamen constables with their tools to the south gate. However, I discovered most of the men were the disabled group led by Wu Lao Lu. Only about 20 able-bodied men showed up. Seeing this, I was furious. These common people isn't reinforcing the walls for their own sake. When the Hu barbers invade again, do they think only I will be killed and not them? Constable Chen Yang saw my anger and quickly consoled me. "Excellency, please calm down. They have been hungry for so long they simply have no strength or will to flee. They would rather lie at home to save energy against starvation than gamble on coming here to work." Realizing this, I felt a twinge of regret. I should have started distributing food last night, but explaining where so much grain came from would have been impossible. I mocked myself. Still too young, lacking experience, the typical 21st century college student flaw. Chen Yang interrupted my thoughts. "Excellency, what do we do now?" I cleared my throat and ordered, "Constable, divide them into teams of 10. Register every person. At noon, cook according to the registered head count." Chen Yang's management wasn't bad. He soon had over 20 teams. However, out of these 200 people, less than 10% were able-bodied. Everyone was exhausted, so the morning efficiency was abysmal. At noon, I spoke. "The time has come. Take men to the granary and get rice and pickles for these 200. Remember, make the porridge thick today." Everyone was hungry. They all wondered if there would actually be food. Is the magistrate tricking us? The constable relayed my orders to prevent freeloaders who hadn't registered. Everyone lined up in their teams. When the lids were lifted, the steam and aroma of rice.
Wu Laoliu's team was first. When he got his bowl, he didn't care about the heat and took a huge gulp. As it hit his stomach, his empty gut warmed up. He suddenly realized this wasn't like the official relief porridge of the past. Wu shouted, "Brothers, the magistrate is giving us polished white rice." What is polished rice? It's what only high officials eat. As the people ate, they began to uncontrollably cry. Some sobbed because they had never tasted anything so good. Drinking my own porridge in the shade, the sobbing annoyed me. I stood up and barked, "If you aren't full, go get another scoop. Why the whining? People will think I'm starving you." The workers froze. Did he say we can have a second bowl? Are we dreaming? To have one bowl of this is a blessing, yet he says we can have more? One laborer summoned his courage. "Master, can I truly have another bowl?" I nodded. "Go." Once they realized I wasn't joking, the rush for second helpings began. Once they were full, I stepped out. "Listen well. From now on, as long as you work for me, I will not let you go hungry. But if you are lazy or deceitful, you will answer to me." I said this to plant the seeds of obedience. Ping Liang sat at a 5-way war zone. Walls weren't enough. I planned to recruit a volunteer militia. What use is a militia if they won't follow my lead? As I imagined my future army, Qian Yang dragged a shifty-eyed man over and threw him down. "Constable, his crime?" Qian replied, "Excellency, this is a vagrant named Ba Sang. He didn't work this morning but snuck in to steal porridge during the rush. Your orders." I didn't punish him immediately. I had a worker bring 2 bowls of porridge. "Ba Sang, are you full?" He knelt, trembling. "Excellency, spare me. The devil possessed my heart. I only had half a bowl before being caught. I'll work hard this afternoon. Please have mercy." I squinted at him. "Is my porridge tasty?" He kowtowed in panic. "Tasty, very tasty." I leaned in and whispered, "You should know my porridge isn't free for the taking." He shook with fear. "Mercy! I am in a hurry to build these walls and need manpower. See these 2 bowls? One is for you. The other is for you to go recruit people for me. Clear?" Ba Sang froze. "You mean tell the city there is porridge and pickles for workers?" I nodded. He asked quietly, "You won't punish me?" I snorted. "If the numbers don't double tomorrow, you've failed me. Then I'll punish both crimes at once." He kowtowed in gratitude. "I will give my all. I'll bring many people tomorrow." I nodded, satisfied. The next day at the south gate, the crowd had doubled to over 400. Ba Sang brought his wife to claim credit. "Excellency, I spread the word everywhere about your polished rice. Even my wife is here to give her strength." I didn't just want to repair the walls, I wanted them higher and thicker. Yesterday's 200 were mostly disabled and slow. Today, I wanted everyone, even a stray dog in this county would be used as motivation. I nodded to the couple. "Man or woman, if you volunteer, I won't mistreat you." I turned to Qian. "Prepare more pots." Qian hesitated. "Excellency, still the expensive white rice?" I asked. "Why? Don't you want to drink it?" He shook his head. "No, it just feels like a bit of a waste." He thought using coarse grain would make the supplies last longer. This was the perfect chance to win hearts. I spoke loudly. "Your lives are lives, and the lives of nobles are lives. Why should they eat well while you suffer? The saying, 'Are kings and lords born to their rank?' is true." Qian Yang was shaken. I continued.
Don't think your lives are cheap. To me, human life is greater than the heavens. Between our kings and lords born to their rank and life is greater than the heavens, the constable was completely won over. He thought, this master loves the people like his own children. I will serve him to the death. A week passed. The news of work for white rice shocked the city. Everyone, young, old, healthy, or disabled, came to sign up. Women and the elderly handled logistics and cooking. Children gathered firewood. Every 10 days, I paid them in pure white rice. My repeated acts of kindness earned the gratitude of all Pingliang. Work progressed with feverish enthusiasm. Half a year passed in the blink of an eye. With the entire city united, the 4 gates were finally fitted with brand new entrances. Looking at the 10-meter high, 10-meter thick stone walls, I finally felt a sense of security. I was lucky. We hadn't seen a single barbarian raid in 6 months. But even the strongest wall can fall. These walls might stop 20,000 elite troops, but the Huns and Khitan had hundreds of thousands. Even if the numbers were exaggerated, they certainly had 100,000 to 200,000. I sighed. The population is still too small. I need another way. Now that the walls were done, the people had grain. I couldn't keep handing it out for free, or I'd create a lazy populace. They had to earn their way. That afternoon, I gathered the citizens. Elders and neighbors, the walls are done, but we cannot be complacent. Huns to the north, Quang to the west, Khitan to the east. All are hungry wolves. The court has 200,000 at Pingmin Pass, but our county is empty. We have 10 crossbows and 30 spears. Total chaos. Therefore, today, we recruit volunteers for the Pingliang Defense Force. Join us and you get 3 meals of rice and pickles a day, plus a monthly salary of 200 canties of rice. As the news spread, I only provided ancient laborers with unlimited white porridge and pickled greens, and they had to work.